Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. How is everyone doing? Hold on. I usually mention Benjamin because it's in the middle of the night for him, but I don't see him on here yet. Where are you, Benjamin?
That's okay. There's other people here.
It's true. I was about to introduce everybody else. Well, there's Kathy, Chris. John is in Ireland, so it's afternoon for him. We have Janine. David. David, where are you? It's afternoon for him as well. Where are you, David?
Mom.
Betsy, Kathy, Wiseman, my mom. That's it. Lynette. Oh, look, Steven. Hi, Steve. You should pop on, Steve. Just pop on. Come on, Steve. Come on. Pop on. Pop on, Steve. Just come on. So how's everyone doing today? Oh, David's in London.
Willadine Stephen Adams. Morning.
What does your shirt say, Mindy? People are asking. Genealogy because raising the dead is
because
illegal?
Raising the dead and annoying the living are two of my favorite hobbies.
Oh. Maybe Benjamin is asleep. Maybe he is asleep.
He might be. Maybe he finally got some good sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we have Willowdean Adams, Lewis, Stephen Tomaszewicz. Hello. It is Saturday morning. We're here every Saturday, same time, same place.
Same bat channel.
What?
Same bat channel.
Yes.
Sarah doesn't even know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
That's okay.
How old are we, Mindy? You're older than me, so.
Yeah, we're up there. Lots of grandbabies running around.
I don't got any grandbabies running around, so.
Oh, come on, Steven.
I haven't had any caffeine either. I'm just here. I wake up and I show
no
up.
No caffeine in here. None.
No, Max drinks decaf. So Lynette says 7 a.m. in the Mojave Desert with a temp of 81, expected high of 108.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very, 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 very hot out west right now.
Yeah, and then since John mentioned it, Mindy, for those of you who don't know, is part of the team, the WikiTree team now.
Go, girl, go.
Yeah. Oh, you're drinking blueberry juice, Eggs.
Yes, there you go. Blueberry. I would if I you can't find just pure blueberry juice anywhere.
Yeah.
It's always mixed with pomegranate, which I love. Just
So I don't know how the Batmobile came up, but Lewis saw the Batmobile in a car show.
Same bat channel, same bat time.
Okay,
that was the very end of the show every day, every time it came on.
Well, I think there's also a Batmobile here in Tallahassee. I don't know, but there's a Batmobile here. The DeLorean. Where's the DeLorean?
The DeLorean is from Back to the Future.
Yeah, I know that.
It's in Nevada.
Oh, it is.
And I want to know how you know that, Mindy. Pop that out right quick.
Yeah, I used to live in the town with a guy that donated it for the use of the movie. Cool. He kept it garage. He let me go peek at it.
Lynette, I need to come to Alabama.
Yes, her cousin is harvesting blueberries. Homemade jellies.
Yum.
Yeah. Did you say yup, Mindy?
I said yum.
Oh, yum.
Max was ready to boot you from the.
Yeah.
We're about to get.
I don't care if you're a team member now. You go get booted.
Hi, Tommy.
Smells so good. The kitchen smells so good when you make jelly.
The kitchen smells good with anything. Blueberry pie, blueberries, anything.
I love how blueberries are often the topic. I love it.
Because of you.
I had blueberries. I had fresh cooked salmon and a salad with tons of blueberry on it last night. It was so good. And walnuts.
Oh, Willowdean says she's missing the family reunion in Alabama today. Where are you in Alabama, Willowdean? Or
And
be somewhere
Willadine,
else. You can go to Alabama.
we'll pretend to be your family.
We are your family.
Absolutely. We're your
Cousins.
WikiTree family.
Oh, Tommy saw my video. I wasn't there live, but yes, if you're doing also Mags has 2 of them. She was also on a whole bunch of other panels.
I have
A lot of
3
stuff.
things at the UK genealogy show, Tommy. So yeah, jump in. Woo, busy, busy, busy. I heard that the UK genealogy show, the genealogy show did really well over the weekend. And if anybody hasn't been to see it, they did a really different kind of environment for their virtual show that really, really has been a huge hit. Huge hit. Yeah. So it's different. Uh-oh, Lynette. Lynette's talking about the Welsh, my Welsh part of the family, the Teagues. And you know why she's talking about my Welsh side of the family, the Teagues? Do you know why? Anybody guess?
What are we going to talk about next? What are we going to do?
Question of the week.
Man, that tied in so well. Good job, Lynette. You did a good job with that.
Good segue.
That was a nice segue.
It was.
Let me move my screens around just a hair and see if I can.
Willadine is a Templeton cousin.
No way! I can't even concentrate. I'm so excited.
Max got too excited about the Templetons.
I don't know what's going on there. Let me do this.
Your computer's having a seizure.
Wow. I'm so... I don't show Facebook, and I should every week. And that was a great graphic that Aowen put together for the...
Me. Don't give it me.
Oh, Sarah,
I make the question of the week graphics.
I know that Aowen has lots of magical powers as the elf.
I know she does. She does have a lot of magical powers. She does post it all.
But graphically, yeah, you seem to have it in that team. So we had some good answers. Helen Underwood says that she's 3% Welsh. Judy Latham says lots of them, and Mojavelin Jester says, geez, names like Davis and Teague. Teague, you think? Yeah. And Thomas, I have a question for you.
Thomas,
did you have a pronunciation guide for me for this week for some of these answers?
I haven't seen Thomas yet. Thomas, where are you?
And she says she's light years from connecting the old sod. Have no idea. I'm assuming that's what Welsh people call Earth. Williams, Family History Mysteries. I sure hope so. Williams should be. Let's see. Ancestry says 16% Welsh. I get 0% Welsh. I just get British Isles. And here's one. Robin Leanne says, I have 2 Jones lines in Radnorshire, a line of Tilsey Vickers from Llandudno. I do know how to pronounce the double L's because the cottage that I go to every year is named for the Welsh grandfather whose money purchased the cottage, and that cottage is Lllandud. So I do know how to say
How do you pronounce the double L?
Lllandud. So lots of great answers in the Facebook group. Yes, I have Welsh roots. It also showed up in my DNA test. Thumbs up for that. Shows up in both my mother's and father's family, and also on my husband's side, who was born in Hungary. Craziness. We'll jump over to the G2G feed.
Look.
What? Look.
Thomas says a voiceless alvel. Oh my goodness, you're giving me words that I can't even pronounce there. How to pronounce things.
Voiceless alveolar
exactly.
Lateral. Yeah.
Thanks, Thomas.
So lots of good questions in our question of the week, and I'm going to skip. There's like a million comments. Don't comment.
I was just pulling up my DNA stuff, and I don't actually find anything, but it says I'm 20% Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. But I think it's more Irish than Scottish and Welsh because I haven't found any Welsh ancestors.
Wales is such a fun, it's like a mystical, magical land because it's so insular, like it's a singular thing and not connected a lot to England. And anyway, I think it's Wales is cool. I love this answer, and I really think it should be best answer. So I'm gonna give it best answer. Yes, Jones, unfortunately. Okay.
Oh,
And this was the former from Frank Gill, the former best answer, is that he has a book titled "The Genealogy of the Williams Family, Descendants of Williams of Neath, Glamorganshire, Wales." Now, somebody in all of this information says that there are so many people who identify as descendants of people from Glamorgan or Glamorganshire, Wales, and one of the things that I learned reading this is that area of Wales was the highest density populated area. And so a lot of people saying they're from that area makes a lot of sense because that's where a lot of people live. So that was cool. And I never knew that there were Welsh Quakers until I read Kathy Forbes' answer. And of course, Janine Eiselman, who's in our chat today, most of my ancestors were German, French, English, Scottish, Netherlands, Irish, but my 9th great-grandfather, Thomas Pittman, which is through my mother's Denton side, my 5th great-grandmother, Mooring Hogg. Her mother was Judith Pittman. So Thomas was Welsh from what I could tell, and that's the only ancestor I could find. Just one little itty-bitty drop of Welsh means that you're special, Janine. Just saying. Jumping on over to, let's see. Oh, I like this. Marcia Thomas answered, and this really takes me back to my question from Thomas Kerline, who says he has a Jones line. Yes, he does. And then he's visiting with members of the family right now. She was born in Wales and came mostly from a Welsh family. 3 of my 4 grandparents spoke Welsh, although my mother didn't find out that her father had spoken Welsh as a child until long after he had actually died. My father's people are from Welsh valleys, Pontardda, in that general region. They were farmers and consist of families of Thomas, Owen, Morgan, Davies, and Edwards. My mother's family is a mixture of English, Welsh, and Irish. And she goes on. But this is her question. The question she has for us as researchers. I find it very hard doing research for my Welsh family history, and believe that one of the reasons could be that if you go back far enough to the people, they wouldn't speak English, but would be speaking Welsh like my ancestors. From the appearance of some of the census documents, it's obvious that the person writing down the town names could not speak Welsh. The spelling is English. I think it's very likely that my Welsh ancestors probably didn't read or write because they only spoke Welsh. So my question is there a lack of census information or a lack of documentation because it simply wasn't kept because the government responsible was English speaking, but the people locally would have spoken Welsh? That was a roundabout way of asking a very good question. And so does anybody have any ideas on that, about that, which goes to the whole thing of
I was just curious if the language Welsh is similar to Irish and Scottish. I don't know. I don't know if they're like all like kind of very similar.
I don't think that they are. I think they have lots of consonants.
Consonants.
But other than having lots of consonants and stuff, I don't think that. I think that Irish is supposed to be a specific dialect, and Scottish is another specific dialect, but they're very similar. I think Welsh is different. Don't shoot me if I'm very, very wrong. Delane Arbach. Now, this is somebody who has a wonderfully Welsh-sounding name. Yes, I thought it was only my maternal grandfather. However, I found many Welsh ancestors on both sides. I now look for App and Furch in family names. So there's another good hint for you. App is like the child of or son of. It's like O'Doherty or in Irish. So if you see App Griffith or something like that, you know you're looking at somebody who's Welsh. Let's see. Yes, Monmouthshire. The line is so far back, say 13th century, so there might be one drop of blood. And on top of all of that, we do have a Wales project on WikiTree. So if you are interested in finding out more information, I would check in with Richard Devlin, Stuart Aubrey, Lizzie Griffiths, Olivia McCabe, and you might find out more information about how to do research in Wales.
David says it's more likely that the enumerators did speak Welsh, but they were trying to translate their place names into English before sending them back.
Nice. That's a very, very astute observation, David.
Yeah,
so
then,
did you have something else?
Oh yeah, cool. We were talking about, well, I looked it up, but also Thomas confirmed. So Welsh is a Celtic language. So Cornish, Scottish, Gaelic, Irish, Manx, and Welsh belong to the Celtic branch of the Indo-European. And then Celtic in turn divides into two subgroups. And then you have, so then they're all in the same kind of group of languages. So.
And Heather has a little bit more on that as well.
Well, thank you, Heather.
Gaelic and Irish are Goldelic languages that are much closer related. Nice.
And then Thomas said some more. Welsh belongs to the Brittonic branch, which became distinct around the 5th century and differs from the Gaelic branch. And then Greg asked, is Cornwall part of Wales or part of England?
Cornwall is interesting. Somerset as well is so close to the Welsh border that sometimes it was part of Wales and then not. So it depended. Like there's a manor that doesn't have anything to do with my family that I know of called Galden Manor in Somerset. But the very, very, very first original owner of the land was a very Welsh looking name. It started with a G. So who knows?
Learning lots about Wales.
Wales, yeah. We should have had the Wales project. We should have had Richard Devlin. We should have gotten him out of bed. Anyway, and Cornwall is in Devon. Just saying. I was thinking more. They were thinking Somerset.
Thomas says Cornwall is part of England, but it is a Celtic region. The Cornish language wiped out by English colonizers is also Celtic.
There you go. So great question of the week. Really got us chatting in here about it. That's great. And thank you for not laughing at me for my pronunciations today.
They only laugh at me. Lynette also says Wales has a lot of single syllable names that are similar to Asian names. Interesting.
That is very interesting.
Learn so much. Always learn something new.
Nice.
Cornish schools have now begun teaching Cornish. Interesting.
And in Ireland, there's a big push to try and revive the Irish language. And so there is a network in Ireland that is nothing but Irish language. So that's pretty cool too. And Chris Ferriello says, no, we laugh at everybody.
Fair.
Aww.
Thank you for laughing at everybody, Chris. We also laugh back at you.
I don't know if anybody ever laughs at Mindy. We need to find a reason for people to laugh at Mindy. If she's going to continue hanging out with us on Saturdays, Sarah. Yes, yeah.
I'm sure you'll find plenty.
My very long beard. Okay.
Duolingo now let's learn Irish. There you go.
The Duolingo bird is threatening.
So that is the question of the week. And I just really love reading those through the week and all of that.
Now, I guess we will go into our profiles. I wonder if any of them are from Wales. That'd be fun, but...
Really, Lynette?
Wow,
really?
You got called out.
Really?
Got called out right there. Okay, so... Oh, this is a fun week. This week, race car drivers. Which race car driver are you most closely connected to? So let's see.
I am most closely connected to one that's not listed.
Oh,
I didn't put his name up.
It's gonna be a fun one. Okay, so we first will go into. I am sharing my screen, correct? Yes, I believe so. Yes, I am. Okay.
No, what are you talking about? Screen share?
What?
Huh?
Hold on, I'm trying to zoom. Okay, whatever. So Wendell Scott is our main connection. He was a stock car racing driver. He was the first black driver licensed by NASCAR and the third black driver to start a race in NASCAR's top level series, then called the Grand National Series, and the first black driver to run regularly in that series and the first black driver to win a race in that series. And he all accomplished this during the Jim Crow era in the South. Born in Virginia in 1921 and died in 1971. And he was also drafted into the Army in 1943, and he was a mechanic with the 3116th Quartermaster Company. Very cool, very cool. He was very accomplished. And very nice biography. So read it when you get a chance. You always learn something new. Wow. There we go. Good job. Okay. And as normally, like as I'm talking about our profiles, please let me know who you're most closely connected to. Who did you say? Well, you say you're most closely connected to one that's not there, Mags, but
Yeah,
how about
Gray
from the
Golding.
ones?
Gray Golding.
Gray Golding. Look, Canada. Oh, Canada.
Oh, Gilles Villeneuve. I'll pronounce it for you.
Thank you. I didn't have
You're
to butcher
welcome.
that one.
That one's my closest.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Your closest so far is Ronald Socks, Sarah.
Ronald Socks. Interesting.
Yep.
Oh, that's different because usually we're closer. That one was my 17 degrees, and then I'm 18 degrees from Robin Shawls.
Also our member of the week. So how was that name pronounced again, Mags?
Gilles Villeneuve.
So was a Canadian racing driver who spent 6 years in the Grand Prix motor racing with Ferrari, winning 6 races and finishing second in the World Championship in 1979. The racetrack in Montreal, host to the Formula One Canadian Grand Prix, was named Circuit his name in his honor. He was born in Quebec in 1950 and died in Belgium in 1982. And his profile, so we have his profile in French and in English because we like to, try to put it in the language that they would have spoken. Very cool.
Yeah, they aren't mentioning this, but somebody did. Let me grab that. Jacques Villeneuve was the son, and he was also a Formula One champion.
Very cool. So next one we have is Peter Brock from Australia. Where is Benjamin?
Sleeping.
Probably. I don't blame him.
Somebody call him. Who has his phone number? Call that man and wake him up.
Wake up, Ben.
Please wake
Ben.
up.
Remember when we did that to Alesh once?
Yes, that was funny. We called Alesh and he was ignoring us for a little bit, though. Alesh, are you here?
He was sleeping. Is that ignoring? Really?
I don't know. Ignoring, sleeping, same thing. So Peter Brock was born in Australia in 1945, and he was a professional motor racing driver since 1969. 9 times winner of the Sandown Endurance, a record 9 times winner in the Australian Motorsports, best known event winner, Bathurst 1000, and won him nickname King of the Mountain.
I like Tommy Buck's answer. I'm closely connected to my 2 siblings who think they are race car drivers. That's pretty funny.
Do they go racing down the street, Tommy? Ooh, John says that his great uncle started his own racing car team. That's pretty cool. Lynette says hers were moonshiners.
And they had to race a lot.
Oh, look who we have here. Maybe if you already showed it, but we have.
Sorry.
Bags.
Stop it.
We have Devin from. I'm assuming it's Devin from Family History Fanatics to the WikiTree challenge. I have to find the published genealogy for my comfort families. Now decide how much I want to trust the books.
And feel better, Devin. Devin says she's under the weather.
Well, apparently Chris's nephews plays a lot of Mario Kart.
You keep doing what you're doing, and I'll keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing, Sarah.
I'm so sorry. I'll just go back to okay. I just won't look at the chat ever again. I see how it is. So we have the next one we have is Diana. I guess we don't know where she was born. Do we not know where she was born? Does anybody know? Can we? Maybe was born in Australia, but we don't. Apparently on WikiTree we are not unsure. So she died in Australia in 2012. She was married to Lex Davison, a budding race car driver, and she became one of Australia's pioneer female racing car drivers, regularly competing in the hill climb events, one of the oldest forms of motorsports, and the couple had 7 children.
Please take a second and walk Devin through how to find her closest connections.
Okay, so the quickest way would be to go to your own profile. So we'll open I guess we'll see who I'm most closely connected to. So it's the one way you can do it. And we have if you click here on your matches, that'll just take you down to where you can see your connections. Let's see.
I always click on categories.
Oh, I click matches. I don't know. You can click either one. It'll take you to the bottom of the page. Looks like I'm also most closely connected to Ronald Socks. Is that what you said, Mags? Yeah.
I did say that.
Yeah, you did. 16 degrees to Ronald Socks. Let's see how. Through my dad, of course. But it's only one jump, only one marriage. Let's see if I'm actually blood related.
I'm 14 degrees from Claude Lindley.
That's cool. I'm 20 degrees from him.
That's interesting because that's on my mama's side, and that's usually where you and I. That's the closest connection I've had on any of the connection finders that we've done so far.
Really?
14, yeah.
I think this one, 16, was one of the closest ones for me. 16 degrees. Okay. Did that answer your question, Devin? How to figure out who you're most closely connected to? Okay, next on the list, another female, Elizabeth Haig, born in 1905 in England, and she began her racing career in 1934 in Chalfont Street, Peter. She entered the Junior Racing Drivers Club Speed Hill Climb and was able to successfully run the race. In 1936, she raced in the Olympic Rally, which was being held in conjunction with the 1936 Summer Olympics, and placed first, which won her an Olympic gold medal.
Wow.
And yeah, that's pretty cool. She died in Scotland in 1987. Very cool. We should have I guess just thought of something. We should have a sticker for Olympic gold medal winners. If we don't already have one.
Get on that now.
Get on it. Isn't Steve in here? Steve's good at doing stickers.
Steve, get that done before we finish, and we'll come back to the profile and look at it.
Yeah. Somebody add the sticker and let me know, and then we'll come back and we'll look at the sticker. Okay.
You'll create the sticker, add the sticker.
Yes. I'll be waiting. Next, Gaston Chevrolet. I wonder if it's a coincidence that Chevrolet is his last name. So he was born in France, another French.
But you can pronounce
would it be pronounced Chevrolet or would it be pronounced a different way?
See, Sarah speaking French now.
So he Okay, so Gaston's racing was throughout the 1920s was exceptional, and one of the end of the year he held the lead over Tommy Milton in points. Hold on. One race remained, the board track in the Beverly Hills, California. Gaston started off competitive and determined to finish strong to win the championship, but on lap 146 near the fourth mark of the race, tragedy struck. Gaston made a move past another car, and Gaston's Frontenac made contact with Eddie O'Donnell's car. The pair went off track, through the fence, and in the end, O'Donnell's car was pinned beneath Chevrolet's. Chevrolet was killed instantly, as there were O'Donnell's riding mechanics. O'Donnell died of a skull fracture the following day, and he died in California.
That's sad.
But is he related to the actual Chevrolet car? That's what I want to know.
Well, certainly they named Chevrolet after him.
So Lewis founded the Chevrolet Motor Company in 1911 with additional inventors, including one William C. Durant, who also owned Buick. The symbol for the company was a modified Swiss cross to remind them of their roots. Cool. And that's a sad, tragedy that happened to him. But the risk you take when, it's a dangerous sport. Okay. Oh, look. Oh, my goodness gracious. This man. Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
We're going to try it, guys. Okay.
Do it.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Should we say the whole thing? So we have John Kerr, Carl, Peter, Antony, Jan Hubertus, Godin de Beaufort. How's that? I don't think it was too bad.
Godin de Beaufort.
Where was he born? Why don't we know where he was born either? In the Netherlands, probably. It also seemed like his profile needs some work, needs some love. He was born in 1934 and
22nd cousins with him.
So he died in 1964, and he participated in 31 World Championship Grand Prix, becoming the first Dutchman ever to score points in the Formula One Championship and numerous non-championship Formula One races. He was one of the last truly amateur drivers in F1 and ran his own cars. He painted the vibrant Dutch racing color orange. So that's Carl Godin de Beaufort. Okay, next we have Ronnie Peterson. Where is what? I don't I'm sorry guys. Where is that? That doesn't help me. He was born in 1944 in why you could stop it. Sweden? Is that a correct guess? I just feel judging in the background. I can't even see. Max is I just came over. You're laughing at me.
Oh,
Sweden. Thank you, guys. All I got was laughter from my fellow.
Oh, but look at your mom. Your mom is like right there for you. So
I know.
was John. So was Heather. Everybody was. I'm the only one.
But your one job was to say what they're saying as I'm not looking at the chat, remember? Because you banished me from the chat.
That is true.
Okay, I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing. So, born in Sweden in 1944, he began his motor racing career in kart racing after winning a number of karting titles, including 2 Swedish titles in 1963. In 1964, he moved on to Formula 3, where he won the Monaco Grand Prix Formula 3 sport race. And later that year, he won the FIA European Formula 3 Championship and moved up into Formula 1. I just think it's funny that they name their things like Formula 3, Formula 2, Formula 1. I don't know. Okay. In the 3-year spell with the March team, he took 6 podiums, most of which were scored during the 1971 Formula 1 season, which he also finished as runner-up in the Drivers' Championship. And then he died in Italy in 1978. So, yep. Oh, apparently he died from injuries sustained in a multi-car crash.
You know what we've learned from this today is that driving race cars is
It's
dangerous.
dangerous.
Yes, that's what I said. It's danger. So is that? I mean, oops. Everything can be dangerous, but driving cars definitely, racing is dangerous. Okay, so we have Butch Lindley, born in South Carolina, 1948. Let's see. He etched his name into NASCAR history by winning NASCAR Late Model Sportsman Series titles in 1977 and 78, and captured the 1984 All-Pro Series national title before that series was incorporated into NASCAR. He competed in 11 Cup races in 5 seasons with best finish of second at Martinsville Speedway. He had won 550 victories and was the All-Pro circuit's winningest career driver at the time of his accident. He died after being in a 5-year coma resulting from a racing accident. He was 43. Oh, another
tragedy.
Yeah. So that's Clyde Lindley Jr. Then we have Ronnie Sox, who I was most closely connected to. Born in North Carolina. Greensboro, North Carolina. And died in Richmond. That's where my dad was born. Okay, Ronnie Sox. Started his racing his father's 1949 Oldsmobile Rocket 88 at the airport with local competition. In 1962, he was driving a 409 Cubic-inch Chevrolet for Dave Holyfield. He was often paired off against Buddy Martin in nearly identical cars. He beat Martin so often every time it happened, Martin would ask Sox to be his driver for second place. Finally, the team paired up, and he died in 2006. But not of racing cars. So, okay, then we have our last one. Norman Hill, Mr. Monaco, born in 1929 in England. Let's see. Mr. Monaco is regarded as one of the greatest motor racing drivers of his generation, winning Formula One World Drivers' Championships on 2 occasions, in 1962 and in 1968, and finishing runner-up on 3 occasions. He remains the only driver ever to win the Triple Crown of Motorsport, the Indianapolis 500, the 24-hour of Le Mans, and the Grand Prix of de Monaco. Very cool. So that's all of our profiles, guys. That's it. Was there a trend on who everybody was most closely connected to, or not really?
Not really, no.
Any kind of chatter in the background?
Not right now. We were just so transfixed on what you were saying that we couldn't.
I'm so glad that I kept everybody's attention. Okay. So I guess we'll go look at the photos of the week now.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the day. Okay, let's go. What is the theme this week? Professional. Profession. Okay, let's see. Oh, Thomas just uploaded one because he said he forgot. We only have 18 to look at, so it won't take too long. So we have a tintype of Clara McIntyre, school teacher.
Wow. She actually, the background actually looks like she's like on a street, you know?
Yeah.
I love looking at those backgrounds.
But I think it was a studio, though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then we have Captain Hiram C. Page. I need to zoom out a little bit because it's a little bit too much right now. Okay. Hiram C. Page.
Yeah, we were thinking, Devin, that was an actual backdrop in a studio, but it looked quite real.
Mags was fooled.
I wasn't fooled. I said it looks. It looks. Watch it now, Sarah.
I'll boot you. You'll get booted. In time out. We had a school group. I guess the teacher is a teacher there somewhere.
Yeah,
Maybe they're
it's in the
they're
back.
professional students. Professional
students. There you go.
So Colleen Ford and
Colleen
her fourth
Ford.
grade students. Yeah. So it's probably her in the background over here. Maybe. Son of Forston woman develops aid to hearing.
Would that be hearing aid?
That's what I'm trying to read. So Dr. Claude C. Mumna, former resident of Forston, has developed a technique which has been very successful in restoring hearing to the deaf, according to the word received here by his mother. Yeah, so.
That'd be cool.
And did he create this for his mother so that she could hear this? I'm making a comment on how it's written. Word received by his mother.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think his mom just spread the word. Apparently, Dr. Mumna, I can't really tell from the scan, but I lost my train of thought. He tried his new technique on 15 veterans. Now all have partial hearing.
Cool.
Oh, Andy playing the organ. Cool. And our member of the week uploaded this one, Robin.
Looks like he's tuning because he has a tuning fork.
Oh, so he's tuning the organ. Look, we got a nurse photo. Nurse Margaret Redwood. Oh, Betsy uploaded this one. How is she related to you, Betsy? Or if she's related to you, just a photo. Oh, Janine uploaded this one. Richard Lee Eilman.
Is he the milkman? Is he the milkman?
I don't know. I can't. It just looks like he's in a car. What is he doing?
It's a white truck.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a male fella, a mail carrier.
Well, tell us, Janine. Janine's here. She can tell us.
Janine.
Netting. Is he a professional netter? Oh, he's in Saudi Arabia.
He's a professional soldier.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I would say so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just because the netting was the...
I believe that's supposed to be mailman.
Is that what she said?
Yes, Janine.
So we have another one soldier. Well, it looks like it's just the cannon. Oh, no, he's on it. Look, he's on it. You see, look, he's sitting on it.
Oh, that is a big gun.
Yes. That is really big. This was in Austria. Very cool.
I want to say, Kathy, I remember those when they did the testing on your hearing with the tuning forks.
We have student nurses, Florence and Rita in Oregon.
Nice.
Back
when they still wore the nursing hats.
Yeah.
Got a preacher here. I like how there's a city in Iowa called Brazil. I didn't know that.
Upstate New York has Mexico, Athens. It's got,
We have Paris near us.
Yeah, and we have Paris, Ontario, too.
You just a quick drive away to go to Paris, guys. This is interesting. I guess it's more about the officer than the guy being arrested.
Well, who knows? Maybe those are professional criminals.
Well, I don't know. It says Richard arresting. So, I don't know.
There's lots of people talking about different places that have the names.
But people look at you funny when you say, oh, where'd you get your nails done? Oh, I had them done in Paris.
Yeah.
I flew to Paris to get my nails done. So this one, I guess she's a welder. Or she's doing, I don't know, just from the helmet. Kathleen Thomas. If anybody has any insight to what she could be doing, I'd love to know.
I would say welding.
Yeah, welding's a good bet. But
Yeah.
where is she? Like, where is she? Is she inside of a plane? No, it's not a plane. I don't know. She's inside something. What is she? I want to. Oh, Cat 988 bucket needed welding. Okay. Should have just scrolled down to the comments. There you go. Oh, here's another one of her welding. Very cool. In British Columbia. She's in the gravel mine.
Thomas, that's so fun. Thomas says we're still talking about place names and interesting place names. And he says that I once took a road trip driving from Seattle to Chicago some years ago, and we went out of our way to go to all the Parises we passed along the way. That is a fun idea.
How many Parises are there? Parises in the United States. Let's see. How many cities are named Paris? There's a Paris, Texas, too.
Devin brought that one up already.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's one in Arkansas, Idaho. Oh, where'd it go?
Wow.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. That is a great idea, Thomas.
Yeah, that is.
Mm-hmm.
When I can cross the border again, I'm going to try that.
So at least looks like there's at least 20. Arkansas, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky, Maine, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, New Hampshire, New York, 2 in Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and the list goes on. And there's a couple of Paris Mountains. What are we laughing at?
We were just skipping over that.
Yeah, Lynette.
Just a little bit? Okay. So we have, what is going on here? I guess some professionals.
It's a nice dressy picture.
Oh, David Smith, who's in the chat, I believe, unless there's another David Smith.
The lady on the far right there has a bit of attitude.
She's like,
yeah.
This is a cool one. So we have, what is the T? I know sergeant, but what's the T stand for? Anybody want to assist me with that?
Technicals? Don't know.
Somebody in the chat will know. So Kenneth L. Malloy, crew chief for the F4D 667601. Very cool. Apparently this is his late father, a technical sergeant in the U.S. Air Force, stationed at Ubon Royal Thai Air Force Base in Thailand. He was the crew chief for this Phantom fighter aircraft, known as the Gunner, because it's 2 half MiG kills.
June Butka says that it is a technical sergeant.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, this is Thomas's photo. So the Iceman cometh.
And
Thomas
what's in the picture, Sarah?
The horses. No, I think he did this on purpose. Wait, what is this exactly? So it says the little cart. Is this a circus?
It's a
Thomas,
circus
did your
cart.
family have a circus?
Yeah, we had a circus last week. The guy that actually painted and decorated all the circus carts.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is very cool. Hoyland Ice Company. That was the last one. That was just uploaded. That was our last photo of the
Thomas
week.
Kerline says scroll down if possible. He has
Oh, he wrote a comment. Okay,
comment.
Hold on. Let's go back. What did he say? Okay. Not a photo of me. I figured as much.
Really?
Thomas Blaine Conline was the only other man to have the name Thomas Conline. I like my name better, but whatever. He worked with his other brother. He worked with his brother James, also one of the only two people named that, the other being my father, for the ice company founded by their family. After his death, their brother Harrison sold off the remaining company property. Very cool. But Thomas likes his name better, so.
Thank you for filling us all in on that.
Mm-hmm. So that's our photos. Why are we talking about a giant?
We're still talking
goose?
about
What did I
traveling.
miss? What did I miss?
Yeah, traveling.
People are traveling across the country looking for Parises. And then Greg says, well, we travel across Canada looking for giant
Big statues.
And so Devin
there's a huge Winnie the Pooh statue.
Where is a huge Winnie the Pooh
Where is
statue,
that?
Greg? Oh, I bet it's in
Wawa.
Winnipeg.
A 2-story Easter egg. Do we want to see a giant Canadian goose though?
Yeah.
A little scary.
Never know.
So that's what's going on in the chat as people are talking about driving around,
statue.
looking at different. Winnie the Pooh is in White River, Ontario, not Winnipeg, Greg. That's crazy. So now you know where to find it. Come see me, and we'll go to White River together and look at it.
Okay.
Mindy and Sarah.
We'll go on a field trip. So now Mindy can give us a little update about.
Really?
A little update about just a little update. Just a little one.
Oh, there's also a statue of Winnie the Pooh in Winnipeg.
No. There's 2 of them, but is that the biggest one? Which one's bigger?
Which one's the biggest one, Greg?
Yeah, I want to go to the biggest one.
Quick. Tell us, Mindy, what exciting news do you have for us? Did you have any bounty points this week?
Yes, there are actually, yes. Nice number of bounty points. Won't tell you how many, but people have been busy on it, and it's a lot of fun.
More than one bounty
Who
point.
is the Year of Accuracy Challenge of the Week person? Who is it?
Oh, for our actual guest star, it is Melissa Lemaster Barker.
Yay! Who is a genealogist with the Houston County, Tennessee. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
We did have her on last Wednesday. We interviewed her, and she had some fun stories to tell us. So we did
and people have been doing a lot of looking, and I will say, because she already said this herself, she's really old school. She likes the archived records and the actual books you could put your hands on. So she's kind of thrown an extra thing out to our challenge participants that she would like to see what they do find online, because she doesn't look online. So they're trying to find articles and interesting stories about her ancestors that she hasn't seen because they're online only.
There you go. We're going to surprise her with all the online goodness. Yeah, and she does not have DNA.
Right.
Some people don't.
That was a little surprising, but I mean, it's a personal choice, but.
Yeah. I think she's more about, because she said in her her interview that she doesn't really have any brick walls that she sees DNA helping with.
Right. So she's not against it. She may have it done in the future if she hits a brick wall she can't solve.
Kirsty Gray is of the same mind. She's like, I know who my family is. I don't need a DNA test.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Heather was being funny. Well, she has DNA, but she hasn't taken a test.
And Thomas's picture has still been causing a little bit of chat going on. People are talking about ice being done out of lakes in the north. So just to fill you in the background, Mindy, people are paying attention to you.
Yes, no, they're not. Yes, they are.
So you do have some bounty points for her.
Yes.
And you are getting stuff that she has not previously looked into. So lots of really good information.
Yes.
Good.
It's exciting. It's going to be a great reveal on Wednesday.
I guess, where's her family? Like, I don't know. Like, are we doing mostly United States research right now?
Yeah, it's actually a lot of United States research. We have some Switzerland in there.
Okay.
And then we thought we had a third country, but it turns out we didn't. Not where we thought it was. So, yeah. So
Wednesday, we will be wrapping up her week 8 p.m. And who are we kicking off, Mindy? Is it
It's going to be Jarrett Ross.
Jarrett
Yeah,
Ross.
the Jenny vlogger. So his tree is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
A different mix in the background.
That was my drumming.
That was your drumming?
Yeah.
Because he is Germany, Netherlands, Russia, Ukraine, and then some United States. So just a different mix than what we've had in the past. Some of those countries we've already researched, but not all.
Okay. So check us out on Wednesday.
And I love the fact that some of the people that we're working with really shows how international WikiTree and WikiTree's membership and WikiTree's work is. That,
right.
It's a very international specific. We're not America specific or US specific. We're everywhere.
Yeah, and it has been kind of fun. We've had several of the guests that have joined as participants now, some after they've had their week, some like Louis Kessler, he's upcoming. He's actually going to participate and help with Jarrett Ross's week because some of the locations are the same as what he faces in his own research.
Louis Kessler.
Thomas asks, is it still possible to sign up for Jarrett's week?
Yes.
Yes.
Sign up, Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas. Help us. Help us, Thomas.
A little bit of conversation still going on about the reasons people don't want to do DNA testing. Mm-hmm. And I think June brought up that people sometimes don't want to test because they don't want to be surprised. And so Heather had a good comment on that.
Oh, yeah.
And I think what you find, though, to me, the good and the bad, it's all where you've come from. And you can't help what your ancestors have done, for one thing, and you don't need to judge them either. And there are going to be surprises somewhere, and usually in several places at least, in your tree. But I will say with my husband, they found a really close surprise match through DNA. So not always a bad thing either.
Yeah. We just have to, we're only human.
My dad says to me, wow, you're finding all the information. There's nothing fun in my family. There's no surprises. We're so boring.
Oh, my mother had one. She was talking to me the other day, and I'm not going to say who the actor's name is because I'm going to tell you that it's the first time I'd ever heard my mom even talk about him. And she was explaining that she wasn't allowed to for most of her life, including in adulthood, because my grandfather was so upset with him and how he treated his family. And so I never even heard that. I didn't even notice the connection that we were connected as.
Now we all want to know.
I'm not telling.
No.
I'm not telling. He has a nice profile on WikiTree. I'm not going to add the comments to it. But I was like, wow, how come you waited till now, Mom? I mean.
And Sarah, I was going to ask you, what's coming up soon?
The Connect-a-thon. That's next month, end of July.
So the 24th, I believe, that weekend.
Towards the end of July.
Yeah, while I am out in the middle of nowhere at a cottage. I'm like
not joining in.
I will be on as many LiveCasts as I can possibly do if I have good connection.
Great.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Chris Ferriello says, was it Errol Flynn?
No.
Okay. With that note.
Yes.
We will see you.
Sign up for the Connect-a-thon.
Yes. Connect. I don't think. Yeah, I think, is it already? Yeah, we have the thread.
Yeah, you can sign up for it.
The team captains are sending out. Your team captain sent out an email, Sarah. I know that for sure.
She says, oh, did they?
She's like, I am a team captain.
But Debbie usually, I'm just kind of I'm in the background team captain.
He's a token captain.
I'm a good cheerleader for my team, but I'm not real big on recruiting. So if you join in with Team Virginia, we have a lot of fun, but I don't go out and recruit. It's just the
Oh,
team is what it is.
yeah, the
And
team. Yep, but the same with our team. We just
It's
let
mostly
it
the
be
same
what it
people
is.
come back every time because we have a
The
lot of fun with each
Twisted
other.
Thistles. My favorite name to say.
aw, Joe,
That's so
Mama,
sweet.
Mama. We'll see you again next week, right?
Yeah, so Wednesday, 8 p.m., we have our wrap up. Then Saturday, same time, same place. And with that, goodbye.